finding the point corresponding to that theta. Suppose I have theta, a real number. Find the point P so that angle POA is theta, and if that P has coordinates x and y, we have cos theta is x and sin theta is y. And we have seen various values of theta. And what we have seen was multiples of pi by 2 or multiples of pi. If it is multiples of pi, the point will be on x-axis, that is at A or C. If it is a multiple of pi by 2, odd multiple of pi by 2, it will be the point on y-axis, is at B or D, and we have seen cos theta and sin theta. Let me pick up one more value here, which is not a multiple of pi by 2. Find the value of sin pi by 3 and cos pi by 3. So here what we want is, we want the point P corresponding to pi by 3. Corresponding to pi by 3. So we have the coordinate axis, unit circle, A and B. I am just taking the 2 points. A is the point where the unit circle is a positive x-axis, that is at 1, 0. Now P will be a point. Let PXY be the point on the unit circle so that angle POA is pi by 3. Where will be the point P? P will be somewhere between A and B. P will be somewhere between A and B, so that angle POA, pi by 3 means 60 degree, will be something like this. This angle is pi by 3. So P will be point somewhere here, PXY. The next coordinate of P will be cos pi by 3, and y coordinate of P will be sin pi by 3. OP is 1 unit, OA is also 1 unit. Okay, so that x equal to cos pi by 3 and y equal to sin pi by 3. We do not know what that x and y is. Okay, that is a question. Here OP equal to OA. Agreed? Each are 1 unit. When OP equal to OA, right? When OP equal to OA, in triangle OAP, when OP equal to OA, these two angles will be equal. Yes or no? Because when OA equal to OP, in triangle OAP, angle A and angle P will be equal. But angle O is already pi by 3, that is 60 degrees. The remaining two angles naturally equal, means they will be pi by 3 each, 60 degrees each, or pi by 3 each. So angle A and angle P, we have pi by 3 each. Okay? That means triangle AOP is equilateral. Triangle AOP is equilateral because all the 3 angles are pi by 3. All the 3 angles are pi by 3. Is possible for equilateral triangle only. When the triangle AOP is equilateral, we know OA is 1 unit, OP is 1 unit, so AP is also 1 unit. Triangle is equilateral, all the 3 sides are of equal length, so AP equal to 1 unit. Okay? When AP is 1 unit, AP squared is also 1 unit. Why I take AP squared? Because you know the distance formula. Distance between A x1 y1 and B x2 y2. What is that? AB will be under root x2 minus x1 whole squared. You can call x1 minus x2 whole squared also. Plus y2 minus y1 whole squared. But if we take AB squared, I can avoid that square root. AB squared is x2 minus x1 whole squared plus y2 minus y1 whole squared. So what will be, by the formula, AP squared? AP squared will be x minus 1 whole squared plus y minus 0 whole squared, and that is equal to 1. On simplifying, x minus 1 whole squared is x squared minus 2x plus 1 plus y squared equal to 1. 1 get cancelled, right side is 0. That is x squared minus 2x plus y squared equal to 0, and x squared plus y squared. Pxy lies on the unit circle, so x squared plus y squared equal to 1. So this is 1 minus 2x equal to 0. 1 minus 2x equal to 0. So what is x? 1 by 2. See, we wanted the value of x and y because x is cos pi by 3 and y is sin pi by 3. What about now y? We know x squared plus y squared equal to 1. So what is y squared? 1 minus x squared. That is 1 minus 1 by 4, which is 3 by 4. So what is y? Y is positive here, so there is no question of negative because angle is less than pi by 2. So the p is in first quadrant. Y equal to root 3 by 2. That means cos pi by 3, that is x equal to cos pi by 3, that is 1 by 2, and y equal to sin pi by 3 is root 3 by 2. Cos pi by 3 is 1 by 2, and sin pi by 3 is root 3 by 2. I hope now you will remember. Of course, we know this value, we have derived it in another way in form 10 also. But here remember, from within our means, we can easily find cos pi by 3, cos 60 degrees, 1 by 2, sin pi by 3, that is sin 60 degrees, root 3 by 2. You'll remember, retain this value. We may not derive many. If you want, you can derive with your own way. Suppose you want pi by 4. Pi by 4 will be exactly middle of A and B. Then you can easily derive pi by 4 also. But anyway, that I skip. I skip the derivation from your topic also. You don't need to worry about how we derived it. You don't need to take too much worries about how we derive the values. We now go for the zeros of trigonometric function. What do we understand by zeros? Zeros means the values of x where fx is 0. Zeros of a function f means value of the variable at which the function is 0. For theta belongs to r. P is at xy, so the angle POI is theta. Then cos theta is x and sin theta is y. We know it. Cos theta is x and sin theta is y. X equal to cos theta, y equal to sin theta. We know. We know now these unit circle and all I will be drawing many times. X equal to cos theta, y equal to sin theta. Now, when is sin theta 0? Sin theta will be 0 when y coordinate is 0. Y coordinate is 0 means the point will be on x-axis. Y coordinate is 0 means the point will be on x-axis. The point must be on x-axis. Point may be either at A or I have not mentioned, maybe on negative x-axis also. When point is on x-axis, what will be theta? Theta may be 0 or maybe pi. Theta may be 0 here. If it is pi, the point is here. Maybe 2 pi. 2 pi, 0 and 2 pi come to the same point. If it is 3 pi, 3 pi comes at this point. Maybe minus pi also comes to the same point of 0 pi and 3 pi. And so on. 2 pi, 4 pi, etc. comes at this point A. And 3 pi, minus pi, 5 pi. Odd multiples of pi will come in the negative y-axis, negative x-axis. That means I can say theta equal to k pi. Maybe positive, maybe even multiple of pi, maybe odd multiple of pi. That means it is an integer multiple of pi. Theta equal to k pi, k belongs to z. Now, cos theta equal to 0 means x coordinate is 0. X is 0 means the point must be on y-axis. X is 0 means the point must be on y-axis. Point must be on y-axis, maybe positive y-axis, maybe negative y-axis. So that means theta must be pi by 2, maybe 3 pi by 2, 3 pi by 2 is here, maybe 5 pi by 2, maybe 7 pi by 2, maybe minus pi by 2, minus 3 pi by 2. That means generally we have theta and odd multiple of pi by 2. It is not 2 pi by 2, 2 pi by 2 is pi. It is not 4 pi by 2, 4 pi by 2 is 2 pi. So theta could be an odd multiple of pi by 2. Odd multiple of pi by 2, we can represent 2k plus 1 pi by 2. K belongs to z. Ultimately, we have sin theta equal to 0 implies theta equal to k pi, k belongs to z, here remember it. Cos theta equal to 0 implies theta equal to 2k plus 1 pi by 2, k belongs to z. That means zeros of sine and zeros of cos. Sin theta equal to 0 implies theta equal to k pi, k belongs to z. Cos theta equal to 0 implies theta equal to 2k plus 1 pi by 2, k belongs to z. Right? Zeros of sine, we can write as a set of k pi, k belongs to z. Zeros of cos, it is set of all 2k plus 1 pi by 2, k belongs to z. Very clear? No doubt? Let me ask you a question. Find the zeros of sine 5x minus 1 by 3. Here the variable is x. 5x minus 1 by 3. We start from zeros of sine. Sine theta equal to 0. Sine theta equal to 0 implies theta equal to k pi. So sine of 5x minus 1 by 3 equal to 0 implies, see, sine theta equal to 0, you look at this, sine theta equal to 0 implies theta equal to, sine theta equal to 0 implies theta equal to. So sine 5x minus 1 by 3 equal to 0 implies 5x minus 1 by 3 equal to k pi. I am looking what is the value of x, what is the variable x. 5x minus 1 equal to 3k pi or 5x equal to 3k pi plus 3. 5x equal to 3k pi plus 3 or x equal to 3k pi plus 3 upon 5 k belongs to Z. Upon 5 k belongs to Z. Okay? Is it okay? I don't know how to do many questions here. Now you have to take up. Now I can find zeros of any. Suppose let me take one more. Find the zeros of 5 cos 3x minus 4. Will that 5 affect the 0? No, because we know fx equal to 0. That is 5 cos 3x minus 4 equal to 0 implies a into b equal to 0 means either a is 0 or b is 0. If a is not 0, 5 into cos 3x minus 4 equal to 0 implies either 5 is 0 or cos 3x minus 4 is 0. But 5 is not 0. Therefore, this implies cos 3x minus 4 equal to 0. Now, cos 3x minus cos theta equal to 0, we know, implies theta equal to 2k plus 1 pi by 2. So, cos 3x minus 4 equal to 0 implies 3x minus 4 equal to 2k plus 1 pi by 2. Or 3x equal to 2k plus 1 pi by 2 plus 4 minus 4 is taken here, plus 4 or simplifying, that is 2k plus 1 pi by 2 plus 8 numerator, or x equal to dividing into 3 we get 2k plus 1 pi plus 8 by 6. K belongs to Z, we can put the answer ourselves. Alright? Now other trigonometric functions, we define the other trigonometric functions as follows. We know it. Tan theta we simply define as sin theta by cos theta, but make sure denominator is not 0. When is cos theta 0? Theta is 2k plus 1 pi by 2. So when I define tan theta, sin theta and cos theta are defined for all values of theta. So theta could be any real number but not 2k plus 1 pi by 2k belongs to Z. So sin theta is defined for all real numbers. So if I ask what is the domain of sine, I will ask later. Domain of sine is set of all real numbers because it is defined for all values of theta. But when I ask what is the domain of tan, every real number but not 2k plus 1 pi by 2 k belongs to Z. Cot theta is cos theta by sin theta. Now sin theta is 0 when theta is k pi. So cot theta is defined only when theta is not equal to k pi. So theta should not be equal to k pi, k belongs to Z. Now we define sec theta as 1 by cos theta. Again cos theta is 0 for odd multiple of pi by 2. Odd multiple of pi by 2. So cos theta is 0. So sec theta is defined as 1 by cos theta when theta is not equal to 2k plus 1 pi by 2, k belongs to Z. Cosec theta. So secant is simply in short cosec theta. Cosec theta is 1 upon sin theta where theta is not equal to k pi, k belongs to Z. Correct? Well, I stop at this point because we are defining only very small points, but you understand it, make proper note. Find the zeros of, you have to do it today itself. Don't wait for tomorrow, even though the date is one more day for you. Do it today itself. Find the zeros of. Further fill in the blanks. 1 by tan x. I can tell the answer of find. It is cot x. What about 1 by sec x? Who will tell me? Sec x we have defined. 1 by sec x is cos x because sec x is defined as 1 by cos x. Tan x into cos x. Tan x is sin x by cos x. Tan x into cos x.
Sin x.
Sin x. Cot x into sin x. Cot x is cos x by
Cosec.
cos x. 1 by cot x, tan x. 1 by cosec x, sin x. Tan x into cot x,
1.
1. Cos x into sec x, 1. Oh, you got the answer all. But please make the complete notes. Please make the complete note. Please don't worry. Let me take the minutes also. Don't worry. We are covering small topics. But whatever topic you cover up must be